Good morning, this is Nick with Williams Sewer Line Inspectors performing a video inspection for the main sewer line located at 5660 Lindley Avenue in Encino. We're starting our inspection today from a roof vent. There was an access underneath the house, but it was too far from the crawl space entrance to make it useful for this inspection particularly. On the other hand, these vents that go down into the sewer line, if they're of this size or larger, work more often than they don't for doing the inspection, even if they're not very good for doing normal maintenance. So what I'll be doing is I'll be doing the inspection through this and then trying to find a good spot for maintenance to go down in the future. Recommend a better clean out be put in. Looking underneath the house, we can see that some of the pipe inside the house has been replaced with a newer plastic material. From this interior view, we can see that some of the pipe is still the original cast iron material. For instance, this vent is cast iron, which is very typical to remain. And then this first section of pipe here is also cast iron. You can see water in the bottom of the pipe, so this is the currently used portion of the system. Looks like we have some hair there. And then we switch over to plastic here, back to cast iron here, and then over to clay. Now we've only traveled about 6 feet or so, and this looks like we might have some clay underneath the house structure itself, because I don't see how we could have gotten out from underneath the house within 6 feet of the drop. So when you have clay pipe underneath a house, it can allow a bit of water to escape the system because the seals on the clay joints are not like plastic or cast iron seals. They don't really prevent 100% of the leaking from the pipe. They bring it down to a manageable level which is acceptable exterior to the house. But underneath the house, clay is not an approved material. Sometimes what happens is an addition is built at the back of the house, and if the sewer pipe is exiting from the back of the house, then some of the sewer pipe will be covered with the house itself. Here we have a plastic section of pipe. We'll be locating that. Then we go back to clay. Now we're probably exterior to the house at this point, traveling under the backyard towards the back alley. We have a few roots coming in through the joints of the pipe. That's fairly well expected and typical. So far we haven't seen any major damage to the clay pipe. However, if any of this clay pipe is underneath the house, or the pipe that we were looking at earlier is underneath the house, the automatic recommendation for that is to replace it out with an approved material for being underneath the house. Clay has never been an approved material for installation underneath a structure. Here we have a bit of roots coming in. So far it looks like a fairly typical condition for a clay pipe to be in. It's not in perfect shape, it's got some smaller cracks, and it does have some shifts in some of the joints. So it does have defects. Also, there are roots in it. That being said, this type of material is capable of working fairly well, even with smaller defects. Also, clay pipe does not rust or erode. So the fact that it's not in perfect condition doesn't mean that you don't have a very long time that you might still get out of this system. Okay, here we have the sewer for the city. You can see there's a flow of water there for that. It's all the neighboring properties, uphill properties. A little bit of a shift there in the joint, but that's looks like that's probably how it was installed. You can see the mortar is still sitting in there. That's the sealant material that was originally put in it. If the pipe had shifted out of location, that mortar would be gone. Okay, key for this inspection is the location information, which I'm about to get for you after the video is complete. So please see the written report for all of the final findings and recommendations. Again, this is Nick with Williams Sewer Line Inspectors. Thank you very much, and have a great day.